Hello guys and welcome back to the channel. We are playing Captain of Industry and we are episode 11. Yesterday was somewhat of a disaster. Hopefully today we can jump through, rectify everything that went wrong yesterday and progress some more through the game, let's say. So without further ado, let's go. So here we are, as I say, in episode 11. Now, yesterday we had a bit of an issue in that our ore sorting plant caused us all sorts of problems. So much so that we had to delete it yesterday. For the time being, I'm not looking at reinstating that. We've previously looked at it. I do know that there was a recent update for the ore sorter, so whether that has some sort of knock-on effect, some sort of bug, I don't know, but here we go. So the main thing for yesterday was the creation and implementation of this diesel facility. So it's big, it's huge, but hopefully it will last us a long time. So again, as ever, a quick recap. Yesterday's stream, initially we started out to announce the fact that the ore sorter had a patch update that basically meant if they had any element in there and it was full in terms of the output, it brought the whole plant to a standstill. Whereas in now the recent update changed that, but as I say, it sort of broke my system, so it wasn't too good. So I've gone into the settings now and I have disabled that, and unfortunately with update 2 that now means that I can't change that for the next 10 years in game time. So like I say, we'll crack on with what we've done, and then once we sorted or reviewed the ore sorter yesterday, we completely demolished everything that was here, which basically consisted of our initial power, oil, acid, sour water stripper, and I think our sand digging spot somewhere in and around this area. So we put down this blueprint and we began to build. Obviously, given the size and complexity of it all, it took a bit of time to come online, so we had to set up this little almost streamlined version of what this eventually will do. So at the minute we are juggling diesel production between these two areas. We had a bit of an issue around the lack of power and disease, and we lost I think about 150 workers, so we were, how do you say, thin on the ground. So we unloaded all the crew off the ship yesterday just because we quite literally needed all hands on deck. So the plan for today, at very least, we all like a plan. We did briefly discuss yesterday the prospect of trying to get this up and running, so that now appears up and running, which is good. We might as well get the bread brought over there as well. But the main sort of key areas was trying to get our coal production up once more, which we sort of did towards the end of yesterday's episode. But we now need to perhaps look at upgrading, well, not upgrading as such, but getting a constant and regular update from our copper through, so we can get some electrical parts here, because as you can see the line is very bleak. So I'm going to take the Unity off there just because we've got no copper in stock. Probably the main reason that this has happened is A, because of the demand on the copper part, well not copper but the electronic parts, but then also this relied on acid. At the minute we don't have any acid to pump in. So we will need to look into that. Now I know that I think so if we hit F1, here's our acid. So acid production requires a mixer with sulfur and water. So we have obviously a lot of sulfur here and we have water over there. So that is potentially doable. And I certainly think that is something we should consider this episode. But let's go through these notifications then. So that's out of fuel and we're aware of that. Not enough fuel to refuel the vehicle. Okay. Truck has no fuel. Okay. And low diesel. Yes and yes. Okay, so let's unpause the game and see how we get on there then. So as it stands, we've got plenty of oil in stock. Right, I'm not too sure why our diesel isn't flowing. Because it should be. Right, I'll steam over there. Okay, so let's unpause that then. So the difficulty we have at the minute is that this should be priming all of this, but we haven't obviously got these boilers in place just yet, and because of that it's not almost self-sustainable. But looking at these pipes, that's got water in, that's got oil. So let's just get some of these up and running. Move that up, take that off, put that in. So at the minute, obviously this isn't my design, but I am at a bit of a loss as to how this is going to work. So we've got oil that is coming into the distillation. Excuse me, that's stage one. That will then provide us with medium oil and heavy oil as well as sour water. Now, where does the sour water go? This end. So that will connect onto that pipe and flush down here into there. Right, okay. So I think we previously also unlocked the additional turbine. We did there. So what we'll do is we'll very quickly demolish that. We can put the low pressure turbine on there. That will now grind to a halt. What is going on? We need to go from there, put one onto there. Bang, bang. And then we will need our smokestack to be somewhere like so. Right, so this is going to make 3 mechanical power. So again, we'll stick that on there. Full output. So how much do you... You shouldn't be full. So it is turning. And steam is coming out to the end. Right, so just appears to be paying, or playing I should say, a bit of a catch-up. Okay. So ideally we just need this to be prioritised, so let's just mark that up as such. Yeah, so that's producing 6, and that's obviously taking 3 and 3. So the obvious issue at the minute is going to be the fact that we haven't got any copper to produce, or even start to produce, some electric parts. So for the time being, let's just pause that, let this sort of storage facility build up. There we go, it's starting to build up a bit of a supply. So come on, just a few more. And then I think the next thing is going to be trying to stabilise this production facility. And again, what's not helped here is that we seem to have less and less trucks. So let's get a couple more copper ore trucks associated over there. Just so. Yeah, just so we can get some molten copper coming through, because that really is delaying us at the minute. Right, where are all these trucks? So we've got one over there. Right, I'm just going to pause these just so we start to have some diesel supply coming through, because otherwise we're going to be out again. And that would be bad. That would be very, very bad. Real, there we go. So I just can't, again, I can't work out where the steam is brought from. That would be why, so... There we go. We should have some steam running throughout that plant now. This should take enough oil to start the plant over there. There we go. Right, so the steam comes through the balancer now, and it should start moving. So, in theory, we should be able to now pause the output there. Fingers crossed, that's how that'll work. Just checking out where that water is going. So we'll just remove that water tank there because we don't want to take too much water out of that system. We'll try and keep that self-sustain as long as we can. So that is running. This is running. And this one just appears to be wanting more light oil. That's also running too. Brilliant. So our diesel should be filling up eventually over here. There we go, so the diesel is filling up nicely. Oil. Right, what are we waiting for here then? Sulphur by the looks of that, but we can't. Yes, we are, crikey. Little bits there. So there we go, that should start munching its way through the sulphur very, very nicely there. To start bringing us some more rubber parts for conveyor belts and also the electronic parts. So we'll take the boost off there. Right, diesel's coming up rather nicely. That's full. So what we need to do is just check. This takes 36 sour water. So we will need to bring another sour water stripper online. That's in turn going to cause us to have more sulphur and ammonia. Right, let's look at getting one of our mixers online. So we'll just activate the build of this, which I'm hoping is going to be the limestone. Yeah, the limestone belt is moving now. So what does... that... Can't quite get in there to select it. Yeah. So what I'll do is I'll cheat, and holding the U button, we'll just drag it down there. There we go, the oxygen is now going in. So that should start producing us some fertilizer. That's going down this pipe here. Floating into there. But we'll let that build up so it can start going out and across. And that way we can start using that on the farms, which will help us. Yeah, I'm going to pause that just for the time being because we haven't got the pipes in place, so it's pointless having the workers and energy there. We're not losing anything because it will start flowing all the way on that top height, although it doesn't appear that we've got it all connected. So let's just do that quickly. And at least we can start building up that fertilizer stockpile. There we are. So coming back over here, let's check the status of our construction parts. So we've got a full warehouse. Let's unpause that. That is something I forgot to do. Yeah, so we've got a nice stockpile now of copper ore. So we'll unity bonus that one, that one, that one, and that one. Yeah, we're completely out of construction parts 2 now. But they are boosted, so hopefully before long we'll have a bit of a stockpile there. How many do you need? 12, so that's going to be 14 there. How many do you guys take? 40. Okay, so, I mean, in theory, it'd be good to upgrade that. But but for the time being, we'll keep it as is. So that can go, that can go, that can go, that can go. Right, maintenance now. That again will be a problem, but that's one that we've fixed because we've reinstated and unpaused the electronic parts there. So that should, in theory, start to produce shortly. Real, so I don't think we're going to need this coal maker anymore. We'll get rid of that. And also the pipe. So the mill over here is working rather nicely. Animal feed. We do need to do something with that. So what can we do? Let's have a look. Animal feed, and we need consumption, so we can burn it. We can use it in the boilers, so that's always a good shout. Or we can mix it to turn into compost. So I think for the time being, we can use it to burn. Not ideal because obviously our power areas are, well, complete opposite side of the map. And we'll just put that up there. In terms of our coal burning, this at the minute shouldn't be needed, so we're going to pause that now. Hopefully we should have, yeah, enough diesel over there. And again here we will pause all of that. And I'm going to do it. I'm going to say goodbye. We don't need it any longer. Or at least I hope we don't. So we'll just start to demolish all that. That should make some space moving forward. So that's got plenty of diesel now. Brilliant, and there we go. This should start to fill up very nicely with fertilizer. Brilliant, right, okay, so that'll go. Yeah, that's fine, okay, that's fine also. You will scrap. Tree harvester needs some trees. Okay, not you, not you. Where shall we go? Let's start over there. There we go. That should prevent that from running out anytime soon. Acid, that's what I was going to start looking at, wasn't it? So, what did we do here? We had a mixer with sulfur and water. Sulfur and water. How are we going to fix this then? So let's check the reservoir over here first. So that is looking rather bleak. Okay. So we can have it over here. That's not necessarily a problem. And then what we're going to do is we are going to get a mixer. Stick it there for the time being. Let's just select the recipe. Okay, so that is the recipe we want. That'll give us our ports. And then in this case, if we put that around there, flip it. We can perhaps put it next to the fuel depot. That shouldn't cause us too much of an issue. Storage, and we can pop down a very basic, yeah, something like that would do. Pipe on there, and then so the sulfur. Yeah, sorry, I'm just checking where the sulfur is. So what we can do is just say 1, 2, and then we'll put in a pipe balancer like so. And that is the priority. Reinstate that and that. We'll get the mixer and that underway. Right, no research. Let's also fix that. So we do now have the hydrogen cell, but again, I'm not going to look at that just yet. We'll go electrolysis, I think. So this should, or will at least be acid. That will need some water. And then at least that should be the small matter of the acid matter sorted. So let's stop loading that up. And we'll quick remove there. There we go, that should start consuming all the water there. And then we'll change that to storing the acid, and that will once more be returned. So we can take the unity off there. Hydrogen production there. So what did we start to pause? We paused you, so we might as well build that up once more. The vehicle parts was full. The lab equipment, might as well start making that once more. Ah, paper. We need to make some paper. That's why we're so short there then. Let's just pause that. Paper. I think this required the chemical plant. Wood chips, limestone, and steam. So again, we could come over here. Wood chips, lime, and steam. So that requires 24. So we've also unlocked the food processing plant now. So that will give us even more food items as we move along the line. And again, I don't think we need to look at that just yet. We've got plenty of food. Perhaps we can look at that a bit later. But we do need to find the chemical plant. So again, lots of ports. I'm just going to place it down there to select the recipe we require. So if we put that there, we can put the steam off that. That's not a problem. Lime and wood chip. So if we put some buckets down, that can be our lime. And I'm not necessarily going to put a storage tank down for wood chips, because otherwise we'll burn through huge amounts of wood. So we just need to be mindful around the space here. Because I don't want to make the don't want to make too much of an issue. Right, so something like that should be sufficient. Click there, up. There we go, so that'll be our steam connection sorted out. Our wood chips there. And limestone just there. Brilliant. So that should start to get our paper up and running. We'll get a conveyor belt on at the end. And we'll try that again. With a small storage on the end just to start getting all that collated. Right. Unpause. On it goes. Right, so we are going to have to move the excavators because we put them all on this yesterday, didn't we? Where do we have one? We had one over there with the truck. And then I think we had one here. Bang, bang. Work there. And then we'll put our area for editing just somewhere like so. So we'll permit that to be the mined area just so we can get round the oil plant. So our oil, or diesel I should say, is looking extremely well and healthy, so I'm happy with that. So yes, I think it might be an idea to start to upgrade our fertilizer 2 pipe. So again, we have plenty of workers, so we can pause that. Get that rocking and rolling. And there we are. So fertilizer 1 and fertilizer 2. And again, we'll just take the Unity boost off this here. That's got lots of medium, that's got lots of light, and light's got lots of fuel gas. So my understanding should be, if we follow this, it should... Is it not starting to consume the fuel gas? Right, so the fuel gas is certainly plumbed up until there. Presumably then it's because we haven't got it built. So let's just get that built there. Right, so, excuse me. So, if we utilize the fuel gas, let's just pause it there. If we utilize the fuel gas, that should use oxygen to produce even more diesel and water. Because we don't sure as hell need to make any more fuel gas. That much I know. So that's consuming fuel gas there. That's consuming oil. And then that one, it will eventually consume naphtha once that is full. Because if we go back on the fuel gas, which is this pipe here, if we increase that all the way to the end, it goes nowhere just yet. However, it will reduce the fuel gas. So I need to try and work out what's in this yellow pipe, or at least where the yellow pipe goes. It's a bit of a maze. Ah, diesel. Okay. So I will, in theory, then need to start making all these pipes a thing too. So that is the steam. Trying to think, this has got to be some sort of water. Interesting. Is this more water? Yes, it would be. That one will switch it off. So we have no cement. Why is that then? It's because we have no limestone, it appears. Let's put a big truck on that one. So we can keep that empty. And this one can be acid that we'll keep full. So again, that should prevent issues there. Yeah, we're aware. Let's turn the alert off of that one. We can go there, get rid of you. And demolish. And again, we'll just get rid of you because we can. And gone. So what we do need, I'm just going to pause it there because we need to go back into our blueprint to make the hydrogen. Although that doesn't appear to want to fit. That is going to be because of the sand terrain issue, isn't it? Let's try and fix that then as a matter of urgency. There we go. So you get over there. So if I go to hydrogen. Why is that not working? So we'll go to delete, we'll get rid of that bit. Right. Let's get rid of all that. Go back to the blueprint. Right, so if we go back to the cracking point. Whoa. And we'll just go. We'll do that. Blueprints. Hmm. So, what am I going to do about that then? We could manually try and build it, I suppose. Although with these darn overlays, I can't see what I'm doing. Hydrogen reformer. So yeah, these should, in theory, start to make the steam pipe have been charged. That's not great in terms of thinking out, is it? Oh. Alright. Okay. Not a worry. Fuel gas. So I suppose what we could look to do is instead of these bad boys, I suppose we could look to have where are the ones that I'm looking for? The rotary kiln. Okay, so we can look, I suppose, to eventually have that upgraded. Yeah. So, right, okay, it's a water issue we've got then, is it? Yes, it would appear so. Let's just go fluid, and we can go something like that, there, bang, bang, and again we'll just make sure they've got plenty of water taken in there. That's obviously why that's ground to a halt, isn't it? We'll put this storage unit in here just so this can be used as a bit of a buffer. And remove that like so. In fact, we'll just take that off. So that should start filling up nicely. So what I think I'm going to have to do, rather frustratingly, is delete these items, because otherwise the excavator will never get in, start excavating it properly. Mining, and again it's going to be the whole thing, sadly, but it is what it is. So I am thinking that we might need to build a flare there, just so we can start burning off all of that. So yeah, the water should start to be flowing now, which it appears to be doing. Yeah, so the water's coming through now, so that should get that system up and running once more. And what I'll do is I'll just switch that off. We've bled it a little bit. And that's going to start burning off the excess fuel that's in the system. And then start to, in turn, activate all this again, which should keep that system moving. turn that off because I'm not sure if that's picking up from here just to take it through to the end. So if it is, that will at least prevent that from happening. So yeah, I don't think we need any more diesel now. We are cooking on gas quite literally. So the fertilizers, we can bring up the fertilizer there just so we can start to consume it. In fact, this is the vegetables. So let's focus on bringing up the target there. So we've got plenty of potatoes, as we already know, and we have plenty of flour. So I'm not going to use fertilizer on these areas just yet. What we will need to set up once more is our salt production too. But again, we can perhaps do that somewhere on the edge of the map. Doesn't necessarily need to be back where it was, which was down here. What I would like to do is sort of excavate this level so we've got water flowing right up there and we can use that as a bit of a shoreline. That perhaps would be good. Water then, let's have a look at getting that back up and running. So for the thermal desalination, that requires steam. I wonder if we can see, that is slightly frustrating, one would say. Okay, let's do sea pump. Can put that there. Let's go with the pipe. And we will look to step that up somewhere like that, back up like that, and there we go. So we've got a bit of a pipe that will take our water up. And then in theory we can take that across. And again. We'll take it over here somewhat. Somewhere like so. And then we can do the distillation over here perhaps. So It was that, wasn't it? So if we steam low, so it would be this recipe that we're looking at, and that'll make 42 brine. So yeah, it'd be the salt water into salt initially is what we'd be looking at, I think. I've just realised that perhaps we didn't need to do any of this, so we hit that like that. That will give us the relevant so that'll take that in there, and then it'll give us our salt. Again, this will be a temporary process. Quick deliver, quick deliver. Just so I've got salt up and running again. And then should we need additional water later on down the line, we can use that pipe we've laid out. Roughly there. We want to keep that empty, we don't want that being full. Alright. And then our glass making process, where was that? Glass mix. Well, we might as well have that over here, mightn't we? So if we enable that recipe, that one even, we could, in theory, activate that, so that will give us our acid. The sand inputs we can put a little container like so. And the salt again is only there, so we can truck that just for the time being. How about that? Sand. There. So then we can go from that one. That one. Glass mix. We'll get rid of that just because we can go out of here into there. And here we can go delete, delete, pipe, level 1. There we go. So, are we out of construction parts? I would suggest we probably are. And why is this then? The cement issue. Right. Oakley dokleys. Your priority is limestone. Go find limestone. Let's see if we can get another excavator. Quick delivery. Yeah, so and we want you to prioritize sand. Yes, yes, yes. So where is your truck then? Let's load the crew up once more and send the ship out to explore there. Toodle pip. Alright, so that is coming up. That needs 16 people, right. What we may have to do is look to upgrade you, but we have no electrical parts. Okay, let's go over here, see what we can do. Let's boost you for the time being. Clear this backlog. So, at least we've got lots of bread produced. So there we are. We can clear a bit of this away just so we know what we're looking at. So the tree harvester can get rid of all those trees first, just to give us a bit of a clearing for what is to come in terms of opening up that mine. Yes, the copper is starting to build up nicely there. And again, we'll just stick one of those on a UT boost. For the time being, we'll get it all united, why not? So that's producing 48. That's okay. So there we go. That should start producing more, and that's what we need. So how are we doing with this? Let's set the priority to you to be 2, because we need the limestone in the mix. Put the excavator on that one over there. You'll be coming surely but slowly, so let's set your priority to limestone. And again, I like just to trim the excess so we know what we are doing. Location explored. Our ship has discovered a settlement. 9 rubber and 18 copper. Hooray. So the ship's on its way back. And then once we've got the electronic parts, we'll be able to upgrade that so we can have more capacity for our workers. So I think we will get a couple more excavators, tier 2 vehicles underway. Our new excavator has arrived on scene. Finding its sweet spot. Real, so that is chewing its way through the terrain there. Good to see. just because it is so far away. I think what we can do as well, just to help the situation, is we will allow dumping there too. But come on, because we desperately need some limestone. So the steam is flowing out round and into the pipe balancer, and that's going back out, back into here. So that's the priority in. Then we go out, shake it all about, and do the okie dokie. So that steam pipe's going to go all the way around there. Brill. That is fertilizer 2. So, does this allow us to have fertilizer 2? Should do, I suppose. 18, yeah. Bro. So that is topping up the acid. So yes, we just need limestone like proper pronto. So it is loading up. Good to see. And then once we've got the... Well, how many? You need 8, Rocky. Okay, we're going to be slightly short-staffed. Although we could turn you off and you off. That'll give us a few more. So that's giving us now 14. There we are. Let's unpause you. Start to build up our mechanical parts too. More lime, yes please. And even more lime. Ideal. Water resource is getting low. So it is. Right, okay. Let's bring up our layers Is there any water in the vicinity? No. Let's go over to the dock and have a look here. So, got plenty of stored products. We'll just drop that down so we get some more staff back. So we might as well have the ship carry twice as much oil. Pause that just so we slow down the construction parts 2 because we haven't got any construction parts 1 just yet. Speed up that research by unlocking that one. Quick deliver there. And we'll get that truck out and about. Let's just unpause that, burn some of this excess gas off because it does look like we are having a bit of a backlog. That one, we're saying the priority out is down here at the minute, but there's nothing on it anyway, so that should in turn send it this way. Tree harvester has no trees. Again, we can fix that. Not a problem. There and there. We're going to take the Unity boost off there. Slow that down. So we are going to have to at least consider what we're going to do about the water. The obvious thing to do would be to do a thermal distillation. suppose we can also look at a ground water harvester. What do you take? You're going to take 8. And you take approximately 32. You take 3.5. Not necessarily groundbreaking, is it? I don't even think it's worthwhile building you. I think what we can look to do then is supplement you a little bit. Right, so the trucks are getting out and about. Good. And the building blocks, we do have plenty of lime coming through, which is good. So hopefully, yeah, they're starting to build the stockpile back up again. Good. And the building parts, at least level 1, are also being built. Real. So we can keep that full. That will give us somewhere to store the sand. Real, and we'll just turn off the gas flare now, just so that can start to build up once more. I need to try and work out what this top belt's for over here. Sulfur and limestone. So that will essentially turn that into slag then. Okay. Certainly don't need to worry about that just yet. There's plenty of ways to get rid of sulfur as and when we need to. So, excavated all that bit, and also all there and there. Crikey, so it's just that little bit up there. And then it's back over to this area. And that'll give us an access round the rubber warehouse. That's burning off the ammonia there. Can't work out which direction this is going in. So if we select that there, unpause it, does that start to flow? No, okay. I need to try and work out what recipe. There's going to be a naphtha recipe, look by the looks of that. No, not that one. That one. No. So what is this taking in here? That has to output naphtha. Is it going to be that one? Potentially. That will take diesel to produce naphtha. No, so it's not going to be that one. That one? So in order for that to work, we need hydrogen, and we haven't got the hydrogen at the minute. That's what's going on there. Okay, so we can pause that. We've got the recipe selected at least. So we can't look to impose the hydrogen section just yet. What is going on? Why have you moved? So we'll get that one upgraded. Tree harvester, crikey, you're flying through. Brill, there we go. So we can get that beacon up and running and start to collect some more settlement people. And we'll get the ship over there exploring once more. Cargo ship is low on fuel. So what I could look to do, it's not going to be the most tidiest, is put a pipe in there, like so. So if we get the fuel delivered over to the cargo ship, so again that should send steam into this, that should send even more steam out. Get rid of that one and that one. There we are, 25 more workers on the go. Okay, so get rid of these belts from that dreaded ore sorter. Electrolysis is now underway. So we've got no power. So what we could look to do is then add another power source. Oh, not that one. Power, rotate, flip. And then we go from here to there. One. Smokestack there. Just for the time being. What is going on? That's not what we wanted to do. Not at all. Down there. Onto there. Bang. 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 So that should offer us a bit more resilience now with power. And there we go, right, everything should be up and running once more now. Location explored, let's take a look. Brill, that's coming back. So, once this corner has finished down there, we should be able to reinstate this area, which should be the hydrogen production. Trying to work out. This has got to be hydrogen. Sending it out here first. After that, into here. Out this direction. Once that's full, it will go back and start to burn off. Not enough fuel to refuel vehicle. Is that because, again, we've got too much gas? Yes. Right, I think I'm just going to leave that flare on and we'll just burn it all off. We don't need it for the time being. Naphtha as well. Please try and follow the naphtha line. That's coming in this direction, in there, into the pipe balancer there, around here. Naphtha is on this top line, down. Wowzers. Okay, so that will also eat away quite a bit. We'll just boost that. Naphtha. What else can we do in naphtha? Naphtha. So, our rubber maker consumes it. Cracking facility, we can burn it. Okay, so this is the issue. If we could have built this plant from the beginning with the relevant unity and building parts, it would have been so much more straightforward. but here we are. So I am going to disable you and also you. Got 360 there. 2, 2. So let's just pause you. Drain all that system off. So yeah, that if I paused that build, oh no, it hasn't, has it? So that's the naphtha power plant. That's going to come all the way down there. There we go. So the naphtha is being released all the way around there into the pipe balancer. This appears to be the hydrogen line. Oh, so that is naphtha. Just haven't built it. Quick delivery, quick delivery. So that is going to be producing steam. And burning off the surplus. And that's going to be hydrogen off this line there. Okay. We'll pause that there just to stop any additional gases getting out. So we have new refugees. Ocean access is blocked. And how may that be? That's because of that, presumably then. That was quick. New refugees. And 18, Brill. Reharvester again. There we go, there's trees. I'm going to take that out because ideally I would like it to come from there. Just so this isn't being split, otherwise the excavator will have no diesel. So there we go. Come on then. Mine control tower has no designation. Wowzers, never thought we'd see the day. So there we go. We can remove that square there. And then go to the blueprints, which I think we'll have to duplicate. Oh, no. Duplicate that. Blueprints. Cracking. This is where it goes horribly wrong. Right, so that should have hopefully filled in the gaps. Blueprints, hydrogen. And that should be our hydrogen production then. What on earth is that? So what I could do with is perhaps over here for the time being, blueprints, cracking, put that like that. And see how that is supposed to fit. Like that. Oh, crikey, is that out of sync? It is. I don't know. What am I going to do? We're going to snip that bit off. There, like that. And that. Right, so what have I got over here? I've got the air separator cracking and cracking. So this should go straight on the end of that, like that. Bang. But then that doesn't put down the end. So we've got that on the floor. We just need the gas pipe potentially then. And And that's connecting straight up to the end. We go from there. There. Onto there. So that's that. Let's go back to the hydrogen blueprint. There, like so. That hopefully should be the steam, and indeed it is. So we can get that built there. That is our hydrogen. This is our gas. So where does our gas come from? That's definitely gas, that's definitely gas. That's gas. And that's gas. Presumably then that's when we are missing a pipe. So that's diesel. Okay, so that'll give us our steam there. That then puts out our hydrogen there. But we've got no consumption for hydrogen just yet, so... that will get rid of our carbon dioxide. This will become our hydrogen. And there we go. So we've got hydrogen up and running. Or at least we will have once we connect that pipe into that. Mine tower has no designations, and we can't have that. So hello for those that are watching on Twitch. Thank you for tuning in. Ocean access is blocked once more. Let's try and fix that. So I think we might just have to remove that little strip there. That's causing us a problem. We'll do it all the way up there. So new refugees will accept those. So it's just about implementing this over here. So the naphtha should be being utilized for the rubber maker as well as it was this one, wasn't it? Yeah. So we can burn off and produce our steam with that. So let's go into plastic. We'll get that unlocked. Rotary kiln, yes. So we're one over. Let's just turn that off and encourage people to leave. Eviction. My control tower has nowhere to go, so again we'll just expand that there. That's going to give me an error message, but we can fix that by simply expanding that area. So hopefully we should be on the mend. So our oil supply is looking good. And we've got all the processes now at least up and running. Hydrogen. So the hydrogen is flowing. By the looks of it, then it's going to start to fill up there and then backfill into the burner, but we've not purchased that just yet. Right, wowzers. Let's stop the eviction. We'll put that back on to get some more folk back. We just don't want to run out of diesel again. That would not be good. So we've got lots and lots of fertilizer. So in that case, we will just simply fertilize all the fields, why not? And then again, we can go there and we can... That's not that one, is it? It's plenty of food. Let's give lots of food and we'll get another unity point. So the main thing now is I really do want to start to focus on producing this side, which is the hydrogen and everything else. So you are taking fuel to make hydrogen and carbon. I think we need some of this. Although we will turn that off because that's generating stuff we've already got plenty of. Okay. So let's give us hydrogen all the way down here. Right. So I think we'll get all these pipes built. Not forgetting these little bits. Because they are the bits that will catch us out. So no, I don't mean that one. So that certainly appears to be the majority of these pipes all built. So that is oil. And in that case, we are going to rotate our pipe network. So that's filling up. we go. So we can get all these pipes full up. That should start to help with working out what is going where. Not enough maintenance. Why is that? That is because we don't have enough mechanical parts. So let's make that a thing. And back to our pipe clicking then. So that is going to be consuming the sour water. That is going to be consuming some sort. So that's producing naphtha. Which therefore has to be either, well, it has to be that recipe really. Hydrogen. Yeah, so hydrogen in there and heavy oil in there. That'll produce extra naphtha. Naphtha comes over here and disperses. So if we're saying that's naphtha, that could... No, so we want naphtha. That one. That looks to be the correct one. That'll take sour water over to here. This one will produce water and that will go somewhere. Out that way. So this, well, will it? Which line is that's connected to the bottom? Well, that's this one here. That's diesel. This is going to be producing diesel there. So I want hydrogen and a diesel. So either a naphtha and a heavy oil. Right, okay. So that is going to be the oil. So that one we've sorted. That one's going to take hydrogen and produce naphtha, I think we said on that one. No, diesel, so that's producing diesel, but it takes naphtha, so that has to be that one surely. Yeah, so that's going to be heavy oil there, hydrogen there. Yep, so that recipe's sorted. This one, what's this going to take then? So we've got, again, hydrogen, naphtha, hydrogen and naphtha even, and that's producing that one. Is that right? Diesel, and where does... Yes. So that is doing that one. That should be doing the same then. So this is what we could do it then. So that should be naphtha, hydrogen, diesel. Naphtha, hydrogen, diesel. So we got naphtha, hydrogen, which then provides diesel and fuel gas. So if we unpause that, hopefully the naphtha is being consumed, which it appears to be. And then that will produce 24 diesel and 6 fuel gas. Happy days. So that one again, we need naphtha, hydrogen, fuel gas. So what is this one producing? This is steam. Well, that is going to be the same. So naphtha, steam, gas. Naphtha, steam, and gas. So we can get that one built as opposed to that one really, but there we are. That will churn some more steam, but it will also start to chew through the naphtha, which is what we need to happen. So yes, we can upgrade certainly this one to be gas. And that will reduce the amount of coal we need, so that's producing CO2 now, which is 18 as opposed to non-exhaust gas. So what we'll do is we'll get rid of this, because obviously it's no longer needed. Go away and remove. This generates as 6 cement. That's going to take, or need 30. What I want to do is check this out. So how 60, so just save us a bit. So yeah, let's upgrade that so we've got it. So bang, bang, and then we can fill this up with, hit the right key, fill this up with gas. That one to the way around. That one to the way around. That one, fuel gas, deliver, full. So we could, in theory, I've just thought, in fact, I just built that, but we couldn't get rid of it. Let's do that. And that will save us additional water requirements. Save us on munching through sand. Additional water. Brill. Because this now outputs 6 cement. And that will save extra staff. There we go. So we need to go over here and switch off that. Need to start building up the gas reserves once more. So the oil's good. We'll keep that empty. In fact, that's what I'm going to do. We will remove that pipe. This one we'll also remove. Empty, go. Over there. Get rid of that. Our pipe framework will go from there. There. And there. So we should be able to get around there now. And so hopefully we're able to get close enough to get out the gas supply. New refugees, brill. So let's switch off that. We don't want no more. No more. Right, come on then. Come on, please. I need some gas. Do we need to assign a truck? Navigation. Ugh. Right, well, let's risk this for a biscuit, shall we? Remove that pipeline. Hopefully that'll mean we can get close enough to the gas. I suppose what I could do is try and that's typical. From there, up, over, and down. Hopefully, well, in fact, before I do that, pause. Navigation. So yeah, we should hopefully be okay. So that should be building up soon. Sure, that also should be producing naphtha and fuel gas. Water reservoir is low. Let's boost that over there just so we can keep that. Keep that running. We are going to have to look into water at some point. We might as well get a few more trucks on the production line. So this is now not running because we have no gas. We'll change the priorities just because I don't want this to be full. And saying that now, I've just changed the kilns. Perhaps I need it to be. So hopefully we'll have some gas over here. And it appears we do. Okay. Concrete mixer 2. So that requires 18. If I were to reset that up, because I think again may have made a bit of a boo-boo. How would I do that? How indeed? We could have that. Flip that. Okay, so if we put that there, we could reinstate that, I suppose. Flip. Rotate. So I would need to get... I don't think that's going to work. Would it work? Would it work if I did it like that? Flip and put that there. We could then have the sand there. This is going to be tricky then, isn't it? How did I have it done before? U-shaped conveyor from there. Sneak that there. Bang, bang. U-shaped conveyor from there to there. There we go, it works. Now we can move that away. Brilliant, and pi, whatever level that is down there. 1, 2. I'm not going to build that just yet. We'll see how we get on. Brilliant, right. No research. Let's get that sorted. What do we want to do? We could... compact, I'm not too worried. Let's go large storage. Not enough fuel again. How can this be? Come on. So this is producing 36. Perhaps it's now time that we started to build the next phase. Going to take the oil and steam. We have no copper. Why have we got no copper now? Okay, so we'll pop a Unity boost on these just to get that electronic parts built, ready and primed. Plastic, brilliant, okay. So we've got no coal. Why is that? Not enough workers. So let's just unload the ship for the time being, get some diesel underway. Go, go, go. So now moving into phase 2, I might have to boost the production over there. So we are somewhat short of power too. Come on. So that's going to take heavy oil and hydrogen. This is going to take naphtha and hydrogen. That's full on the sour water. So we might as well pause you. Not much use to us currently, sadly. Let's burn in the naphtha. What else can we do with the naphtha? Let's have a look. That one. No, I'm not talking about naphtha. Sorry, sulfur. Sulfur. What can we do with sulfur? Rubber, no. No, no, no. In the mixer 2 can make acid. Okay, well, can't really do too much then. Sadly. I'm going to put the conveyor belt on here. Just so that doesn't start to back up too much. Although thinking about it, let's pause that, because if we was to put it up here, suppose we could have it up there. This is where it'll back up, I think. It's coming all the way down here, and then it'll go onto that belt. But okay, it's it is slightly getting full up there, isn't it? We'll just leave it where it is. So again, we are waiting for copper. And I don't know why, because everything's boosted. So once we've got some electrical parts, what we can look to do then is have our power supply upgraded. Also just waiting for the construction parts to start delivery. Let's prioritize that though, because we do need to get that clear. Diesel's being maintained. Right, so the electronic parts are coming up, which is good. We need to boost that just to get some bits and bobs moving. So we are getting there slowly but surely, but hey, that's the aim of the game. Okay, so I think what I'll do is I shall certainly leave it there. It's been a rather long stream today. This has been slightly more productive than perhaps I thought it was going to be, if I'm honest. We've upgraded the cement work. That's now operated on the gas. And by doing that, we've reduced the amount of kilns in operation. This has produced twice the amount. Excavated slightly more into the coal. The wheat farm and bread manufacturer is all up and running. We've upgraded some more trucks and excavators. We've got most of this oil plant now online, as well as what have we done? We've implemented the salt production once more and upgraded the works, haven't we? So let's get rid of that and introduced hydrogen. So like I say, thank you for taking your time out and reviewing this. There was a couple of views on the stream, so again, thank you for that. If you are watching this stream retrospectively, please consider subscribing and smashing that like button. Other than that, I thank you for, as I say, wasting your evenings. I'm sure that's what it feels like. But again, thank you for checking me out. And as ever, please like and subscribe and check out the further videos. Thank you very much.